Hey Harry, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're going live. I have sound. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever noticed how this game does the shades of dark? You look at... I don't know that it actually can be caught on camera. Hey, Young, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I don't know that you can see that. On the lower right corner of the screen, there's like a sea of blue. Very dark blue, but it is there. It's because it's an engine. I think it's the engine that does it. It's not the only engine that does it, but it's because it's done for consoles. Watching on the phone, because the PC making a map, I assume, for City Skylines. No blue here. Yeah, I think it's because my screen is tuned in a way that you can see the differences between the darkest shades of gray. As it were. It is black, but we call it gray because if it's not perfect zero for colors. So, everything is ready, apart from the volume that is a little bit too loud. Not for here. For here, it's all good. And we are going to kill a bunch of creatures, I think, because we are in Dantooine. We're also maybe going to kill a bunch of Jedi, because we are in Dantooine. Well, I say a bunch of Jedi, only the one. That's really the one that we need to kill. I don't remember their name. Vork, potentially both at the same time. So let's go in. You are never ready. I'm never ready? Oh no, because I just sat down. Actually, you know what? I have a little bit of water over here in my monster can. Is it monster? It's not. It's burn. Works. I was gonna say there's something that I didn't have ready. Water. But I did. But I'm never ready. I'm always running. You know how it goes. So. Let's go. I don't know what we're gonna do. It's just let's do the thing that we're gonna do. Okay, so we have people and smoke. Is it the scavengers? It is. Or salvagers. Same thing, really.
TSLRCM gathered a group to go to the sub-level. They're probably all gonna get killed.
Sub-level. I want to go there.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain?
There is energy water now. No, I just didn't feel like going and getting my bottle of water. Just, I got this bottle over here. I'll go to the bathroom and fill it up. Because I was going to say thrifty, but thrifty is not the word. Even though it could be used. That's not the word. Scrappy. Scrappy like that is the word. I guess I'm a salvager, technically.
Well, we don't need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find.
Why don't you think I'll find anything? Nah. Let's say it like this. I'm going to the ruins. I've come a lot. Say it again. I'm going to the ruins. I've come a long way.
If you're not going to listen,
isn't tap water in Portugal bad? No, it is good. No, I mean,
the only place that has anything is the sub-level, and only a couple of fools have gone there, and they're now dead fools. Yeah, I'd like to do the decent thing and get their bodies and put them to rest. That hole isn't a fit place for a salvager. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them.
Here in the north, water is good. In the south, I don't like it. I really don't like it. I've drank tap water from the south area of the country, and it's just... Curly Bear, welcome to the stream. And it's just, I don't like it. It is, like, it's heavier. I'm not sure... I think that is the term. I'm not sure how it is in English, but it's got a different chemical composition. And it tastes awful, and I hate it. Water from the north of Portugal is where basically all of our water bottling companies get their water anyway. Well, not just the north. The central area has a few springs and whatnot. Here, tap water is all very good, but only problem is high amount of calcium. Oh, I think that might be Harry. I think that is the that might be exactly what I'm complaining about. The water from the no, chlorine. No, the chlorine is only for water. Chlorine is only for company water. I do have company water here, but it's kind of complicated to put it like that. If it tastes of chlorine, then it's badly regulated. Basically, it's a universal truth. If it can taste the chlorine, it's got too much chlorine, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't have that. Unless you're boiling the water. Unless, because, you know, boiling the water increases the... How does it go? There's a chemical reaction when you boil water that makes the chlorine stand out a lot, basically. We don't use chlorine for tap water. Here they use mechanical filtration followed by UV treatment. Are you sure they don't use chlorine for tap water? Because that is, like, the easiest way to do it. I'm pretty sure they do. They have to, because the chlorine is just a way to ensure that the quantity of algae and stuff like that exists in the water naturally doesn't increase with the length of a pipe. So imagine you're sending water that is very good over here through a pipe that is 1 kilometer long. At the end of the 1 kilometer long pipe, the water isn't going to be as good. And the reason for that is because all through the pipe, every single cell, every single living cell that exists in the water, that necessarily exists in the water, or not necessarily, but tends to exist in the water, every single living cell is going to build up over time. So while, you know, if the pipe is brand new, you send the water, it's basically the same thing at the end. There's no change, but over time, it accumulates. And that's why chlorine serves to not permit it to accumulate. And there's, like, proper ratios and stuff for the length of pipe that you have in relation to the chlorine that you put in the water. And that's why they sometimes err on the side of caution, because chlorine in small quantities isn't bad. They err on the side of caution. Instead of judging how long the pipes are going to be, they just put down whatever amount, and people who are closer to the water distribution area get more chlorine in the water than people who aren't. It depends on the situation. Bad infrastructure usually will result in water tasting more of chlorine than not. Chlorine is second stage treatment used only for sewage water before it's released to the sea. There are 4 stages sewage. Oh yeah, I've learned about that. I worked in a water distribution company once, but I didn't really work specifically with that. So yeah, I don't remember exactly how it goes. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That seems unusually generous of you.
Well, us salvagers that are still here have to stick together.
What do you do around here?
I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by.
Yeah, but the taste of calcium is the taste. I think that is the taste that mineral water or regular water. What is the difference? I don't know what the difference is. I think all water here is mineral in Portugal. I don't know. What would... Like, as in, mineral water is regular water. Regular water, I don't like bitter drinks. Wait, mineral water is the... Oh, I see. Right. Sparkling water. Right, I see. Yeah, I know, I understand. Yeah, I prefer regular water. It's not about... I like carbonated drinks, but it's just... Yeah, if I'm gonna drink water, I might as well just drink the cheap one that basically does the same thing. Unless I'm, like, feeling bad in the stomach. Ghostface, welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, but what Harry is saying is that the water has a lot of calcium. I imagine certain countries altogether, not just regions, but whole countries might have a lot more calcium than other countries have in regards to water. And I feel, personally, not being used to drinking water with high amounts of calcium, I feel the taste... I think it is calcium. I'm pretty sure it is. I think the taste is very different. I really do not like water with high amount of calcium. Water from mineral springs used for medical usage. Oh, yeah. There's... yeah, we have a few of those. We have a radium... We have water with basically radium. So radioactive water. Here, I don't know exactly where it is. There's one specific spring in the center of the country. There's a lot of other very Pharaoh's waters around. There's actually brands that sell the... There's one brand specifically, I think, of bottled water that sells very Pharaoh's water, but it's I don't like it very much. It doesn't taste bad. It's just whatever. They do it so it doesn't taste too much. And in the islands, in Azores specifically, there's sulfuric water there as well, which tastes like sulfur. And honestly, it's fine. It will stain though. Sulfuric water stains, so it's bad. I have super high amounts of calcium in the water here because it's from bedrock. Interesting. The calcium issue is the bedrock type. Yeah. The water. The area in the country that I'm at is very mountainous, so the water is all from mountain stuff. It isn't like super high mountains, but it's yeah, the water tends to be in above ocean level. There's a word for it, for the specific. I don't know the names, the terms. But basically the water reservoirs in the land. I think reservoirs might be the one. Who do you sell to?
Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business.
I do like milk. I up until recently I drank a bunch of milk. I like it a lot. I stopped since because I was noticing that mostly. Well, I stopped eating cereal basically, and cereal was my excuse to drink milk, because I would eat cereal with milk and then I would drink milk elsewhere as well. But up until like 3 or 4 years ago, I started only really drinking milk with my coffee, so I stopped drinking milk. And these days I don't take milk, or I use soy milk. Almond milk sometimes, but very rarely. I don't like almond milk very much. So I do like milk, yeah. I grew up, I like, very close to my house, like 50 meters from my house, there's a huge milking. Actually, all around me, here in where I live, there's just a bunch of what is the English name for the place where they milk the cows? I don't know the name. There's a name for it. Affected my late grandmother a lot. The calcium is. It affected my late grandmother a lot. The calcium is higher in our water than in milk, and she had kidney stones. Yeah. Hey man, that sucks. Do you think that? Yeah, that probably doesn't help much. Not that I think milk will get you kidney stones, but if you're in a situation where you are liable to get kidney stones, which I am, I've had kidney stones, unfortunately, because I didn't drink water for a lot, and that'll get you kidney stones. If you don't drink water, that's what happens. And so yeah, here we drink milk for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No, we don't drink milk for lunch or dinner. It's only for breakfast. Here, as a tradition, anyway. I've been thinking about getting a well dug, says Ghostface. Almond milk, soy milk. That shit ain't milk. No, it isn't, but it is. Well, technically it is milk, because, you know, milk is just a general broad term. It isn't necessarily animal milk. It's animal milk, right? It's like, what is the other? It's like honey milk, I think. There's like honey milk. There's a bunch of like milk of the poppy and stuff like that. Old terms that are milk, and just are applied differently because milk doesn't necessarily have to do with. Milk is just a secretion. It's just literally just means secretion, and almond milk is milk, but soy milk isn't. It's just mostly mushed soybeans in water. It isn't the secretion. It's just the dissolved beans. Have dairy. Yeah, there's another technical term. Dairy, not dairy. Dairy. Dairy processing plant, most accurately. Yeah, sounds about right. Can I see what Jedi artifacts you have for sale?
You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
I didn't let you think anything. I told you I was a disease-ridden salvager. A Dark Jedi Knight robe. Oh, that's crappy, isn't it? It's because I have a Dark Jedi Lord robe, I think. Yeah, I have a Defense 3 on that. We have Nori's robe. Just bad robes for people who are bad. You know, dark side. We have some crystals over here. If we need them, which we very well might. We have lenses. Oh, yeah, the cost is incredible. Oh, although this one is amazing as well. 1d12 energy damage on that lens. Wow. I wonder if I can craft things that are like that. That's really good. The stun over here, we might go with stuns later, but I'm not really thinking too much on what I want to buy. I think we're gonna be okay. We did get a journal entry added to our journal entries. Journal. Ghost to Rest bonus mission. Dorala says, oh yeah, the bonus missions. What? I don't understand why the game calls it bonus missions. Because it's just a normal mission. Everything is bonus. Everything is bonus. Rellin?
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp.
Tofu smoothie. Oh, that's a cool way of thinking.
I'm bringing your credits
Well,
and curiosity.
yeah. Or tofu is just soy milk ice cream. Because it's also cold. Or it can be cold anyway. I wish you could kill that grumpy bitch. The Colonel confirmed soy boy. Yeah, I'm a soy boy. Fake nerd. Yes. Well, no pleasure to meet you. I need to be rude. Must be rude. Credit and curiosity. Wait a minute. I can't be rude to this guy? What did he say? A visitor comes to our delightful salvager plant. We are honored. Credits or curiosity. Oh, that's the rude one. It's the third one. Fortunate. This camp smells like the back end of a bantha.
This saddens me to hear. True, this camp isn't as opulent as you're used to.
That was so badly delivered. This saddens me to
hear. This is a place of people who toil. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi Holocron.
How much do you want for it?
Shrewd question from a discerning mind.
You jerk.
My price will be very low. You could sell it for thousands. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find.
I will kill you. Can I kill you?
You should buy it quickly before others come.
I really hope I can kill him. Can I inspect the holocron? Maybe it's broken.
I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere...
Continuing electric blather is what entertains me most about your streams. The continue eclectic blather, says Ghostface. I'm very glad that I'm able to provide with that, because I do try to... That is... Yeah, I try to provide in that front. That's for sure. That is a remarkable fake, but it's not even worth the time you're... Wait, but? Oh, as in, it is a remarkable fake, but even though it is remarkable, it is still a fake, and thus, it is not worth the time you have wasted describing it. That is a weird but it is a correct but.
How did you know? Well, I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me.
Prove I'm a real fake nerd? Okay. It's kind of complicated, proving that I'm a real fake nerd. Okay. What it's kind of complicated. Best but, yeah. Every time I say but, I'm always... I just can't make the joke, because it's just too easy, you know? But it's absolutely there. In my mind. I know what I'm saying. Asking about Star Wars. But that's... No, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, if you're going to ask me about Star Wars, and then I don't know stuff, that's not a proof. Because I could just say I don't know. Right? It's just... That's not proof. It would need to be something that negates being a nerd. Something that you have or have done or are, that if you have or have done that or are that, then you are not a nerd. Asking about Darkest Dungeon. I know about Darkest Dungeon. Welcome, Elwood Blackmore. Welcome to the stream. You haven't watched the movies 4, 5, and 6? No, I haven't watched any of the movies. Which Terminator is Arnold the bald guy in? Ooh, okay. Terminator. I watched the first Terminator, I think, when I was like 9. But I don't think Arnold was bald in that one. That's like not watching The Lord of the Rings. I watched The Lord of the Rings. The best movies ever. That's basically it, really. A nerd or geek, that's a different thing. That's a different thing. A geek you can be a geek about anything. You can be a geek about like cars. You can be a geek about painting, whatever. It's a geek. A geek is a geek. A nerd is a different thing. It's a type of geek, but in a specific context. Bad guy, Colonel RPG. Sacrilege. Ah, right. There is only one trilogy. It's the Lord of the Rings one. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say that the Terminator that Arnold is the bald guy in is the third Terminator. I think a geek is better than a nerd. I don't know. I think both are good. Both are good, and I aspire to be both. I am a geek, but a nerd is a different thing. Ah, says Ghostface. Wait, what is this guy trying to sell me? Oh, you can't blame me. Can you? Can I not kill you? I love that line. Yes. Oh, Darkseid is so brilliant. Actually, I can blame you. Violently.
I apologize immensely.
Immensely?
Surely you recognize that attacking me here will pose problems to the militia and the salvagers.
Oh, bad. I'm sorry. Oh, all the movies. He's bad in all the movies. All of the movies. The bad guy. Sorry. Sorry, Harry. I promise you, I have this thing on 120% zoom, so I can see things. I must put it at 130. Nerd is better because you're smart about some subject. Yeah, but geeky is also... No, wait. But geeky is also about... Geeky is that. No, nerd... You're confusing nerd with geek. That's what a geek is being smart or, I guess, dedicated to a specific subject. A nerd is just the specific subject being comic books or movies or games. Actually, not all movies. That's the thing. It's the nerd movies, not all movies. Because if you're educated about like haute couture movie stuff, like that's not nerd. That's just no. I have no idea. I'm also not educated about haute couture movie stuff. Let's see. Give me the fake thing. Yep. I think because the other one is for me letting him go. I will not. Give me the fake holocron now.
I will not. Very well. Take it. Leave me to my poverty, my suffering.
Leave me to my poverty and my suffering, he says. Ah. I do enjoy leaving people to their poverty and suffering. What did we get, actually? I don't know. What do we got? It's a holo. But it's not here. There's no holo over here. Misk? Oh, man. This interface is... There should be a mark all as red. Can you believe there's a... Oh, my God. Maybe it's here. Oh, maybe there's a filter. In my opinion... A nerd is just memorizing stuff like being like a teacher's pet, while a geek explores. I see what you mean. It's not hot cheese. I don't know what you're talking about. If it's not hot cheese, freaking hell! It doesn't. That's not a thing. Engage in or discuss computer-related tasks obsessively. No, it's not just computer-related. You can be a geek about anything. You can be like a. It's often used like that, like a. I don't know, a racing geek. This is very bothersome. Very, very bothersome. I can do it. Don't worry. I can make do. Just gonna need to compare some things. Let's start with the comparison from here. So, no, actually we might have... No. Message log. Leave me to my poverty and my suffering. Lovely, lovely. Feedback. This is such... Okay, message log is a different thing. Okay, I can do this. I think. Maybe. Where is it? Datapads. Okay, so in datapads we have 11 datapads. In MISC, oh, they have a lot. In quests, we have 3 and plus 1. So we reload from the beginning of the stream. 11 and 3 plus 1. I think it's like 13, but we'll see. It doesn't matter. If the calculations don't match, we're good. In datapads, I can't see. 1, 3, 6, 9. Yeah, it's miscs. No, it's quests. Okay, 3. Freaking hell, it confuses me so much. 3, 3, 3, 3. Dang it, it's not here. What the hell did he give me? I'm gonna have to do that again. You guys are distracting me from my nerdness. Or with my nerdness. Or lack thereof. You, come here. I'm gonna dark side you in the face. That sounds...
Oh, visit.
Yeah, promising. Okay, let's see. What do you want for it? It's broken. It is your face. I can blame you violently. Give me that. Fake Holocron is an item. Thank you. Using the textbook definition. Oh. I didn't know there was a textbook definition for nerds. I thought that was all vernacular anyway, but, you know, I'm old, so you know how that goes. Okay, so, in terms of my items. Fake... It's not here, yeah. Why is this not sorted? Look at the freaking... Oh! Fake Holocron. Close inspection reveals that this isn't a real Holocron, but an excellent fake. It's obvious whoever made this had a sample of a real Holocron to work with. This would fool anybody except a Jedi or an expert. What do you mean, or an expert? I'm an expert. It's a Jedi and an expert.
Have you come to join the others and mock my misfortune? Go away. You've added to my already considerable troubles.
Why does he talk like that? Is he supposed to talk like that? Because he talks to the, I shall endeavor to be of service.
The wound on this world, it is centered here.
That is cool.
If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well.
That is a Jedi Order from the first game. When will this happen?
We will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies...
That voice actor is I. No, it's the writing, I think. Maybe I don't want to go there right away. Maybe I want to go visit the other areas first. Yeah, I think the writing is specifically written with really fancy words. He says the word presently. Properly. It's like, who says the word presently? Properly. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hit and miss with the voice acting in this game. That's true. That's just with the Obsidian as well, for the a long part of their history. Have you found that to be true with games? Have you found that to be true with games of this era? Not really. I think it's down to do. It has to do with the companies. Like, back in the age of Fallout, you had games with amazing voice acting, and you had games with bad voice acting, and it didn't have anything to do with how famous the games were. It was just, yeah. And then later on, you had games with amazing voice acting. What games did you have with amazing voice acting at the time of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2? Pretty much every single... Well, I guess that the thing is, at this time, Call of Duty was coming out, and that had amazing voice acting, if I remember correctly. We have some Cathhounds, which is very unfortunate for them, because I have Force Storm, and, you know, Force Storm beats Cathhounds. Oh, I didn't realize that did that. I shall do even more of this. Wow. That's pretty good. Okay. And we also have a big rock. I like big rock. And these are not Cathhounds. These are horned Cathhounds. They're different. Oh, they're fighting each other. The Cathhounds don't like horned Cathhounds. Why would they? I mean, the Cathhounds don't have horns. Nobody likes anybody that doesn't have horns. This is just common sense, really. Can I do something about... Yeah, about my life, really. Can I do something about my life? There we go. Lovely health. I love lovely health. Are you dead? I mean, yes, you are, but that's not what I mean to say. Is that, do you not have anything for me? What are you doing? Is it weird? What is this? I don't... Whoa, did you see the reach of this thing? It reached all three. Oh, no. I am... Become Death, Destroyer of Worlds. Which is a reference to something that I don't know. The only person I know is Zog in Baldur's Gate 1. I don't remember his name. I never take him with me. But in Baldur's Gate 1, there's this one magician or wizard or whatever that says, I am become Death, Destroyer of Worlds. And I'm like, that doesn't sound proper English. I don't understand very well. Because, you know, playing Baldur's Gate 1, I would be 17. And Portuguese, which I still am, but the point is I didn't know English very well. Oh, robots! And the exit to the other area, or rather, the area that we were in, but this is the other exit. To the Kunda Plains. Yes, yes, indeed. Let's have a chat with the robots, because chatting is definitely what we're gonna do. A vintage nerd. That sounds interesting. I think precision in speech, or lack thereof, describes the rise or fall of the civilization or society speaking it. Nah, that's... If that were the case, our current society would be the like, our last 200 years would be the fall of the society, because that's where we have observed the least precision in... At least, when I say our, I mean Europeans. That's where we observe the least precision, the more corruption, as it were, of languages. When languages become more insular, they become less corrupted. But if they get less insular, then they become more corrupted. If you can call it a corruption, because that's not how language works. Language is always corruption, is in a way. Who uses the word properly? I know, Jung. What would you call the genre of stuff? Victorian nerd. They're Victorian geek, maybe. Victorian nerd, nah. Doesn't sound as nice. It's a quote of Mahabharata, famously quoted by Oppenheimer, who made the first A-bomb. Oh, I see. Pop culture historian. Isn't that a YouTube channel or something? Rome didn't collapse in one day. Well, it also didn't collapse when they say it collapsed. Because that's the thing. Yeah. And their language evolved the most when they were on the rise. So, that doesn't have anything to do with the language. It's all, like, in fact, it's probably the opposite. Because if you become insular, then it is likely that you are at the mercy of your own capacities. So if your capacity is really good, then you go up. But when it is inevitably bad, then you die. Because you're insular. Mercenaries, not robots. Dopak. Oh no, it's the Mandalorians again. Why are they so goofy? Excuse me, let me move around and mock your helmets, because holy balls, who designed that thing? Look at that! Look at that! It's like they're hiding their juice bags all in their shoulders over there. Is that actually what they're trying to come off as? It's just like bodybuilders inside of lycra suits. Because you're not fooling anybody, mate. That's not a lycra suit. That's all padding. That's all padding. I know you. I know what padding is. Although, I don't need padding. I'm good as it is. Hey, mercenary.
Can't wait for those salvagers to ship off this planet. They smell it up.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
Your glasses are amusing to me. Do you know anything about a thief? That is a good question, because they might be the thieves, and then I kill them. What do you think of Dantooine?
It's just another spaceport to me. We've been
We'll
here
see,
too long for
Ghostface.
my tastes. And the settlers.
And the settlers?
It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride.
Why choose Dantooine as your base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cath hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
What are you planning to do?
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic.
This sounds pretty dark side.
Trainee to help this planet.
What do you think about the administrator?
She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving.
Can we talk about something else?
I have time to kill, and talking about Dantooine just irritates me.
Can you tell me about the mercenaries?
Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been
wearing
in the
AirPods.
galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
They're the biggest airports ever, Jung. Who's your leader?
A Sentient by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
Why haven't you been able to line up a job?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
Zune pods, that's why they're so big and clunky. Who's your leader?
A Sentient by the name of Azkul. He was
I think I asked
trooper for
just
Malak
this
during
just
the Jedi
now.
Civil War.
I'm pretty
he
sure.
knows how to wage war.
Yeah.
Now,
so what do you do when you're between jobs?
we find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out.
Can we talk about something else?
I have time to kill.
Speaking of kill, I've heard you've been making troubles for the settlers.
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
And here is the choice between light side and dark side. They're also pathetic. I think you have the right idea.
You're really not so bad, you know? They make our life difficult. They need to learn respect for those with superior strength.
And then I kill you all. Hopefully, maybe. I think that's it, then I'll be going. Really? Nalek?
Smells like another Salvagers come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nalik. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
You want to fight me? You're as dumb as you look.
What? I'm a veteran of the Jedi Civil War. I fought dozens of battle-trained Republic soldiers. You're going to die.
Let's have some fun. Hand me your gun.
Here's my gun.
Now hand me your credits and never speak to me again.
Here's my credits. I can't.
And we got an right buster. Very few credits. But can I talk to you now? Now Lex seems afraid of you. He can't seem to say anything to you even if he wanted to. I wonder why. I wonder what happened to him, you know? What about these guys down here?
Can I help you?
What is a bunch of Mandalorians doing in Dantooine?
Just trying to make a living. At least there's still people in the
I am
galaxy
indeed a
who
monster,
know our
Curly Bear.
value. It's not glamorous work.
I thought I was gonna make him kill himself, honestly. Since, you know, monster and all. I'll be going now. So that's it.
I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a long time since we've had a paying job. Some of us are getting jumpy.
Do you know anything about a thief?
I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet.
Canderous.
Before you ask, I have no idea.
I don't have
who the thief
Canderous. Is he a
Not one of
companion?
us. If we
Aw.
wanted something that bad, we'd just take it.
I don't like Canderous. You'll get unique dialogue. I see. Yeah, I didn't even know he was a companion. I don't like him. I guess I'll be going now. What about the other ones?
I don't suppose you're here to hire us.
No. Okay. Well. This is weird. Where's my dark side? Why can't I finish this quest in dark side mode? Maybe later? I mean, we have places to explore still, so. Yeah, okay, Ghostface, I see. Yeah, in the first game he does talk, he does say something. I don't remember where there are Mandalorians in the first game. I think in the cantina, in that planet with the water. I think there were Mandalorians in there, or there was one anyway. But there's not a whole lot. So yeah, let's murder some fools up there. Or cats, I suppose. Cat hounds. You'll get a quest to gather Mandos in this game as well, if I recall correctly, says Curly Bear. Okay. So let's see if these are
diagnostic. For some reason,
HK50s.
Fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
Aha. So maybe HK47 is going to say something about this. In fact, we got a journal entry about that. You have met one of the HK50 teams. I have met them before. Now I can... Oh, this is pretty good, actually. I can return the favor, basically.
I shall make this one.
Systems failing, Master.
HK47? You're not going to say anything? Because I'm bringing you a lot because of this as well. He's not going to say anything. Seriously?
Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master?
No, just some questions.
Statement. More questions. Wonderful.
Yeah. He doesn't say anything. How weird. And this is something. In the first game, it's a statue of something, but I don't remember. In the first game, actually, you come in through there. We're gonna go over there in a little bit. But there's some racers over here, or whatever they are, the cars that they have, and there's somebody who lost a droid over there. I think there's another person over here that has a quest. And then over here, you don't really need to go there. You talk to some people around. Let me just save. Oh yeah, we're not going there because this is, I think, a dead end, even in the first game.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Cathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room?
I think of it. Yeah, I think that's the intention, Jung. I think they made him like that.
What do you
on
want?
Purpose. I want you out of my way now.
So the pup thinks she can start bossing us around. Watch yourself.
I like that.
We've been here a lot longer. Lots of possible accidents if you cross us.
You obviously have no idea who you're dealing with.
All I see is fresh meat for the Lagrex. Don't even think of threatening us. That's a battle you can't win.
You've tremendously overestimated your pathetic abilities.
That's it. Attack.
And of course, because we gain dark side points because we're mean. Because that's how it works. Also, I mean, admittedly, we're kind of in a bind, but, you know, it's going to be alright, I think. But still, we're kind of in a bind. And then you can do... Why are you attacking normally? Oh, also, why are you not doing the thing I told you explicitly to do? AI just doesn't do... I don't know. You're just not supposed to control multiple people at the same time in this game. We did get a level up, which is really nice. They died, like, so fast. I like that, but... And skills for you. We only have the one extra. We're going up on stealth. Suppose that's good. Feats, unarmed specialist level 5. That's pretty nice as well. Oh, these are feats. Plastikov FTW. Control Pew. Control Pew. I don't know what the game thinks is happening with the soundtrack. Master Jedi Defense. Good. And then powers, we have the one. And the one is going to be Force Storm, obviously. And that's it. Pretty good. Pretty good. So this probably leads somewhere. Yeah, it does. I was saying this is a dead end. I don't actually know that if in the first game it is a dead end. It might be. Google it after stream. Control Pew. Plastikov FTW. Let me write that down. Why is the soundtrack like this? Oh. Not the FTW. Because that would be For the Win. That's interesting. And there's some cat sounds over there. Yeah, I wonder if it's possible to... I don't know. Just make aggressive... Aggressive behavior. Pursue foes if needed. Do not switch weapons. Yeah, that's what I want. And then you specifically. You're also at aggressive.
How may I serve?
Look at her. What are you doing? Good things is what you're doing. Okay, that's all right. And why are you not attacking? Ranged. Ranged behavior. Prefers ranged weapons. Switches to melee if opponents closes. He doesn't have melee. But, nice try.
Ready to serve.
Kill them all. They will die easily. You are okay? Doing good things up there? He also leveled up. Yeah, this thing is basically an AoE around you as a character. So it is really powerful. Alrighty.
Ready to serve.
Ready to serve indeed. And these things have... Look at that. Nope. Yeah, they don't have anything. I don't know. Let's see what you got. Skills. I like skills. He only has the one extra, though. Going up on security? Yes. I mean, it's better than not having any. And then we could go on the Master Power Blast. Which at this point is probably a good idea. I don't think he uses it. But maybe he will. And...
Life is yours.
Yes, indeed. And this does leave inside. Caved-in door. They did it on purpose. The door to the upper level has a description that disappears the moment you leave. The door to the upper level of the Enclave won't open. Judging by the damage to the exterior, it is completely caved in. It's not the door that is caved in, it's the upper level. But sure, I understand the jest. Or the intention. Put yourself on aggressive, the Miraluka on Jedi defense, and HK on ranged. I don't want me to be at the front, so I don't want the Miraluka to be at the back. She's better at defense than I am. She has a lot more dexterity. Well, although she only has +1, she only has an extra defense point, I think. Ooh, do we see things back here? We see the... Oh, cool. That's the landing pad, I think. Oh, this goes down. To the sub-level. Also known as the levels below. The basements, basically. Journal entry has been added. And you have met one of the HK teams. Oh, the journal entry is just... it's a lie. Don't worry about it. The question is, will we recognize any of the areas from the first game? I'm gonna say no. This looks kind of similar to the upper area in the first game, but it is a little bit better looking. At least a little bit more ambitious in the in the level design. We're attacking a Lagrek. These are effectively centipedes. There's a plastic skeleton, I'm gonna say. It is a plastic skeleton. We got a room with chairs, kind of similar to the room upstairs, but I'm trying to draw from memory to know what it looked like.
Engaging.
Don't engage, kill.
Is someone out there? Anybody? Help! Lagreks are everywhere! Help me! I'm trapped in here!
Are you Joran?
Yes I am. I locked the door in here. I thought I was gonna be Lagrek compost. Did you take care of him, stranger?
Could you open the door?
I could. But if there's another one of those damn beasts out there, I'll stay put.
How could they do so much with so little? That's the story of computer RPGs, really. Other than enemies, the levels are basically empty. NPCs, well, Cyberpunk Terrible 77. They can't. But that's just, well, they also had games like this, like Cyberpunk back in the day. We just don't think about them because they were terrible. Yeah, there are still some Lagreks around.
Please, take care of them. I can't stand much more of this. If you do manage to clear a path, please come back.
I will. There's a lot of Lagreks, aren't there? They're easy to kill, though. Fortunately. I really don't understand why the volume is like it is. It's so loud when you're outside of combat. Why not lie to him? Because I don't know if I want him out or not. I might want him out. I don't know. I actually don't remember what quest it is. So let's see. Fighting the HK factory. Yeah, right. Dorala says that there's some people, bodies and whatnot. Redemption. Jedi have an extremely bad reputation in Dantooine. Even warns that it is the secret. The reputation isn't redeemed. Yeah, I'll try to make sure that the reputation isn't redeemed. Terena Andrare is in a secret contact with Jedi Master Vrook. She had to keep her involvement secret. Yeah, but who the heck is that guy? Like, I heard these dialogues twice already. And I have no idea who he is. Yep, no idea who he is. I don't think you have a quest for it. Yep, I don't. How do I know? How did I know that name? You know about the back trick. The bash trick, I see yeah. It's not a trick, it's like the game tells you to use that particular item to open doors early in the game. This is bad news.
Ready to serve.
Will I be able to pull this off? Yes, I will. Was that a Wilhelm scream? Do these guys do Wilhelm screams? Or is it HK-47 that does a Wilhelm scream? Because I could believe that. Is the mule of the guys you killed at the entrance? He's got the loot. Oh, right. That's why I don't have the... We have a salvager corpse. This is the corpse that we were sent to retrieve. Can I not burn it to a crisp? Or be really bad in general? Aww. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that I didn't get that quest, but I was still able to know the name of the guy. Because that's... I don't know why they do that. I don't understand. There we go. Keep searching these levels, some cool tricks you can do. Yeah, don't worry. I don't know what this is. Many trumpets. Must have all of the trumpets. It's just like, we will do it. These guys are healing from my... No. I don't know. Much death. Is this like your Fallout New Vegas stream? Have you played the game a bunch? I have played the game twice when it came out. And I finished it twice as a light side. And it has been many long times, and I never finished it without the mods. And for Fallout New Vegas, I only played it once, and I did it on camera. So I do remember stuff. But it isn't... I'm not like a master of Fallout New Vegas or anything. So yeah. Oh, hi. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, indeed. Can they handle that? Think so? Good. I don't know where that goes. They give so much XP. Yeah, I'm actually not paying attention to the experience. I'm pretty sure this game is meant... Oh. We have a bunch of protocol droids over here. What the heck is this about? This rusted protocol droid is deactivated. Well, who's the best at... repair? It's HK-47. Can he do that for free? No, we cannot. So I'll reactivate that for one part. The protocol droid is now active. However, its speech system doesn't seem to be working. It has a very limited range of tasks. And we can diagnose the speech system. The diodes that control the speech system have been melted due to their proximity to the power core. There is nothing you can do to restore the droid's speech system. I'm going to engage the droid into meet and greet mode. Success! Meet and greet routine engaged. Once you end this session, the protocol droid will begin patrolling the area. And I got a bunch of experience for that. And I can do the same for everyone? What in the world is this? I wonder if we're getting a cheaper value. We have a lot of parts, or at least I think so. We have 31 parts. This is weird. For one, why am I not doing it for all of them at the same time? Why do I need to do it one at a time? And there's a computer panel over here. Droid bay terminal. Main. Enter command. Local camera control. Droid bay entrance. Off they go. Doing droids. South. There they are. Camera offline on north. They're somewhere around here. Southwest quadrant. There's bad things in there. Return to main. Access work log. View pending work log. Task 1046A. Head technician Durgar Chester. -- I can't believe Zerka Corp released the new protocol droid model with so many flaws. The batch we ordered last month had all fried out from overheating. The Zerka rep said the droid was designed for, quote, temperature-controlled environments, unquote, such as starships, but I don't buy it. The real problem is that the Sith-cursed power cell of the new model runs too hot. And worse, the output modulator was installed right next to the cell, and is not the first thing to get melted in... and is the first thing that get melted into slag when the cell overheats. Needless to say, without a functioning output modulator, you could jostle the droid and it would pop like fireworks on Republic Day. So I'm working with the Zerka rep to get these reflective droids replaced. In the meantime, I've powered down the new protocol droids so they don't cause any more accidents. And as we know, that is exactly what we want. We also have prior work logs. Main computer non-responsive. Please verify that the main computer is active. Contact the head technician to resolve this issue. And we could overload the terminal for... It sounds like it's overloading already. It's beeping at me. And we know it's bad to beep. We got some things over here. We got a workbench. We don't worry too much about that. They're exploding already. I heard that. And we opened this concussion a Jalshay belt. All things... They're definitely blowing up. I don't... That... Oh, there's a thing here. Oh, there's a locker there.
Ready to serve.
Mm-hmm. I'm sort of surprised that he has enough capabilities of opening all those. Are they breaking on the way there? This is weird. Save it if you plan to save if you plan to overload. I imagine I would die, but I'm not gonna overload. They did kill these things back here. Some of them, anyway. What exactly? I don't know. Well, it's kind of a shame because, you know, they give a lot of experience. But I think it's okay. What happened to HK? He's here. A weakness is revealed indeed. I think that's when she crits. She says that. Still have to figure out what the shortcut key is for you to change your weapons. These guys broke all these things, didn't they? Maybe. Computer panel. And a plastic skeleton. It's the worst combination. As we know. Let's see what this computer panel has for us. One save, right? No, never. Never one save. Colonel saves like a madman. It's not a madman. It's the correct things to do. I mean, like, he saves every second. I save a lot, yes. Is there really any other way to play an RPG? There is, but the RPGs need to be made for that. And anything that's real time isn't made for that. Anything that likes to trick you isn't for that. Things that there's so many. The problem with RPGs is this: in a tabletop setting, you can always say whatever you want to say. Always. No problem. In an RPG, you say the wrong thing, and that's it. You can't go back. The quest is done. That doesn't make any sense in real life. It doesn't make any sense in a tabletop setting. And it only makes sense in a computer RPG because that's a limitation of the technology, really. So save. Save. And if you say the wrong thing in a quest, you'll reload and feel no remorse whatsoever. And especially don't feel any remorse if you're on camera, because when you reload when you're on camera, it's doubly good. Because you get to show the viewer the two sides of the same quest, and it's better. I swear, every time I have to reload, every time I'm playing something and I'm like, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, you might even see that. You see that even in this Let's Play. In the few instances, that it doesn't happen very often, but in the few, one of those instances is specifically in this planet, in Dantooine. There's one instance where I did something that I didn't like, because, that's how the dialogue goes. And I reloaded, and I include that in the final edit. I include that literally in the edited footage that I can cut in a way that makes so the viewers that are on YouTube watching the videos, they can just see a whole fluid story. No, I included that because it's better, because the person watching can see the different ways that the same quest can play out, which is good. It's not only a good representation of what the game is, but at the same time, it's a good way to store information, I suppose. Even more so if Bethesda is involved. Oh, especially if Bethesda is involved. Think of all the oh no, that's not for the branches of dialogue for Bethesda. No, RPG creator. We want to make your choices have consequences. Kernel RPG. Reload RPG creator. No, that's the wrong thing though. Your choices having consequences. That's the wrong way of looking at it though. It's not. I don't care. Like, imagine you have 3 doors. 3 doors to choose from, right? There's a choice. Simple. We're not really going for like high. My example isn't about how good the writing is. There's 3 doors, and you have no reason to know as a player. No reason to know what each door is gonna do. Door number 1 kills everyone in your family. Door number 2 saves everyone in your family. Door number 3, you die. why would you accept the consequence of any one of those doors without knowing in advance what those doors do, right? What I mean to say is, if you don't know what the doors do, you try them out and see what they do. And that's a failing of the design. It isn't a failing of you as a player, it's the failing of the game. Because what the game should do is the game should tell you precisely, well, not precisely, but in this example it would be precisely. What I mean is the game should tell you what the results of your choices are. If the results are unpredictable, you need to do it like The Witcher does, which is a more visual novel style of consequence, which is, you know, delayed consequences. It's more visual novel because that's how visual novels often do things in terms of consequences, which is you make a choice now and it has a delayed consequence later on. The problem with that consequence, and it is a problem, is that that isn't a consequence of the player's choice. That is just what happened. If you chose door number 1, you go on, you do your thing, and later on your family dies. Ah, well, my family died. It wasn't my choice. It wasn't something I did. Certainly not as a player. Your character might have that guilt, and I really hope they don't, because that doesn't translate into the player. Because as a player, you don't know, and if you don't know, it's not your choice. That's as simple as it gets, as I can get it anyway. So yeah, their choices should affect the game world. They definitely should, but you need to make a choice. It can't be blind. It can't be, oh, well, I guess I stepped on that plate over there, and now the world is red, or something. You know what I mean? It needs to be something you did, and that, you know, and that's good. It's good if it affects, but it needs to be the stuff that matters, not things that, like a misclick or something dumb like that. You took damage, gotta reload. Yeah, that's a little like that, yeah. I hate delayed consequences. Stupid long read alones needed. Yeah, delayed consequences are just a way to make you play the game different ways. It's just to play the game again to get different story. The Witcher does that a lot, and yeah, it just forces you to play the game to get a different story. This computer terminal has some external damage, but everything else appears intact. And we know who's good at repairs. I have 4 parts to repair this. You have 1. The computer is now functioning. We have the work log over here. Please contact the head. The system commands over here. Please contact the head. Local camera control. Nope. And we can overload the terminal. We did get experience. I don't think I want to overload the terminal. Why would I want to do that? It's like, first off, I don't even know what the hell it means to overload a terminal. It's not an elevator. Oh. Do wait a little bit. I think a disciple has shown itself to us. That's why I dislike the Wild Wasteland perk in New Vegas. Lots of references I don't get, and it's generally just jarring. That's true. That's the reason why I didn't play the first time I played New Vegas. I didn't play with the Wild Wasteland, and I don't get the references either. Harry helps a lot though with the references. He says a bunch of stuff. Some of them are really easy, but I just don't know. We could get a modern game based off the Mel Gibson Mad Max though. Woohoo! Okay. I don't know. I was trying to think of any game that is similar to that. There's not a whole lot of them. People should start learning the old world stuff. Old world stuff? We have a data pad over here and a level up as well. Storage room. This journal was found near the gnawed-clean skeleton of a salvager. The last entry is of interest. Quote, I made it farther into the enclave than any other salvager. I have discovered an untouched storage room. The computer is The computer in the power relay station should allow me to open the security room once I figure out how to sneak past the Langrex that have made a... Fuck, let's do this again. It just jumps weirdly. See you later, Jung. Have a good night. I made it farther into the Enclave than any other salvager. I've discovered an untouched storage room. The computer in the power relay station should allow me to open the security door. Once I figure out how to sneak past the Langrex that have made a nest there, I will leave Dantooine rich, unquote. Is this really the body? Yeah, it's the plastic skeleton. You can't fool me. You just, nah, it's not. It's a plastic skeleton. We know it very well. And besides, how long has it been? How long has it been since this thing? For those who played the first game, you know exactly it has been the distance between the first game and this game. Because this destruction happens in the first game. There's a Langrex. What? Oh, right. Oh, it's stuck. Poor little Langrex and its stuckness. What about this computer over here? We have a work log. We have a pending work log. I'm here investigating complaints of the storage room door sticking shut, following a recent mishap with a defective flaming protocol droid. My assistant, Tarn, will be on hand to open the door for me if I get stuck in the storage room. And then the prior ones don't work. And we can open the storage. Command failed. Security door is non-responsive. Please contact the head. I will. And the cameras are good to go. So we can overload the terminal for no reason whatsoever. Let's level up, because what are we going to level up? Oh, we're leveling up exclusively as assassin now. Good. I'm okay with that. To me, the early Mad Max movies are the perfect blend of the 80s era and enough pop culture and a dash of realism. I really like... my favorite is probably the second one, I think. Excluding the most recent spray paint swilling garbage. I have never watched the recent one. I have no idea. I don't think I'm not 100% sure I watched the third one. So we're going with the same as before, and a little bit of computer use, even though it's not necessarily useless, but I think it might be. It might be. We'll see. And we have 1 power. We have Drain Life. Yes, we do. Death Field. Death Field is good. We're gonna go with Death Field. Death Field targets all enemies within a 10-meter radius, draining life to heal the attacking Jedi. The damage is 1d4 per level of the character. A fortitude save made of DC plus 5 plus attacker's level plus attacking character wisdom plus attacking character charisma reduces the damage by half, and the character is healed the equivalent of the most damage dealt to any single enemy. This power does not affect droids. Unfortunately, it is to any single enemy, but that's pretty powerful. And also, unfortunately, it doesn't affect droids. But, I mean... Oh, this is locked.
Yes, Master.
Can you open this? No. I don't know. I can't go there at all. Look at that in the minimap. I think we're gonna need to overload that thing.
Acknowledgement.
Yes. It's interesting that it says acknowledgement, even though it is acknowledgement before a sentence is made or said. So, overload terminal. In 5 seconds. Item lost. So that's what it does. And it opened the door. And there's a person in here. Footlocker. With a life support pack. Metal boxes. With credits. Parts. A CNS strength enhancer. That looks pretty promising. Oh, it's not that. What is it? think it might be a robot part. I have no idea what it is. Is it one of the things that we use down here? No, I don't know what it is. And got a data pad head technician. I will look at the belts again, Curly Bear and Ghostface. This is the work pad of Durgar Chester, the late head. It's the head technician of the Jedi Enclave. There is a personal note written here, quote, "It's been a couple of weeks and no one has come for me. I can only assume the Enclave was destroyed topside and now I'm buried alive in here. I've tried using the equipment in this storage room to hack, force weld, or blow that flaming security door open, but nothing I have tried works and now I'm running out of food." Ellipses. Without closing quotation marks. Such terrible things. Phew, really, a tragedy. Oh, it's right over there. CNS strength enhancer. +2 strength. It's kind of nice. +2 to all saves as well. Which I think is better, honestly. Considering that 2 points in wisdom only gives you +1 to any one save. I don't actually know. And a canny light armor. We got some things over here. It's interesting that none of these things are locked. And you'd expect them to not be locked, considering the person living in here was looking for a way out. And an Ion Cell Mark III. I believe that might be an upgrade, or an enchantment upgrade, or something. Not enchantment, the things that you put in your sockets, in your weapons and all that. I really don't know why I would overload the other areas. Maybe I should. I need to look at the map. I'm looking at the map on the upper left corner of the screen. And we have a salvager corpse. You found a will on the salvager. The will states that all of his possessions are to be left to the other dead salvager you found. Darala will no doubt be interested in getting her hands on the salvager's bodies and the will. You can tamper with the will so that all of the salvager's possessions go to you. And I will do this. Obviously. And we have the salvager's will fake. But not the real one. This datapad has the will of the dead salvager. It is badly misspelled. It used to indicate that if he died, his possessions would go to the other salvager that ventured into the sublevels with him. Now it says that his possessions should go to you. Because you altered it. You're a space wizard, Henry. Is that an actual quote from the movies? What really annoys me, it's clearly stated that Jedis can slow their metabolism. That wasn't a Jedi, though, was it? That was just the head of... That wasn't a Jedi. It was just the head of maintenance. Which would save a man as it's less than 5 years. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's not. I figured it wasn't, but you never know. You know how movies are. It's weird movies. This place is enormous. I look forward to cutting out all of the fighting, because these guys add nothing. They add nothing. But the exploration is good. See? I like looking around. Not killing Labrex, or whatever they're called. Lagrex. I don't even know how to pronounce them. It's in Legends lore, so it's in the books. Oh, in the comic books. Yeah. Yeah, but this game is also Legends, I suppose, or whatever. Because Legends is mostly just a different word for fan art. Why don't they say just fan art? It's fan art. I know why they don't say it, because they can't market fan art as well as Legends. Look at the trees. What are these petrified computer? What is going on? Oh, bad things happen to the trees of the Jedi and to their computers. These are okay. Huh. So we made it back to the beginning. I think. Yes, we did. There's a huge area in the middle. Is the computer asset reused as a plaque? Oh, I see. It's interesting decision.
Ready to serve.
Yeah, you and your demolitions. Disney is the worst. And we have security over here. Probably not going to be able to open it. I don't think I would have. And... wait a minute. We got plastic skeletons in the beds. This is why I'm saying... This is why I'm saying it. It's absolutely plastic skeletons. First off, because that's not how skeletons work. But then... you mean to tell me that the clothes of the people and the flesh of the people all decayed, but the bedding didn't. The bedding didn't decay. Right. Right. For sure. You know what? I think it's okay. I'm going to say something that is very brave to say. I think it's okay for them to have plastic skeletons instead of decaying bodies of people. And mostly because if you want to go for the decaying bodies of people, you're really going for the horror of people being dead. And you know, that's a horror. That's a horror thing. It's bad. But there's something that happens when, you know, specifically in a situation like this. Although it seems like ventilation is still working. Everything seems to be working, but still, there's something that happens when a person dies in a room like this. Is that they decay, but their flesh and their skin becomes airborne. And when I say airborne, I mean it just becomes dust. And so there's a thin layer of person all around the room. And everything is going to look a little bit duller because it's dust all over. And a little bit, you know, grossier and grimier because, yeah. And you can observe this a lot, very well, very easily in your own personal experience without seeing anybody die. Hopefully you don't. And, well, to be fair, hopefully you also don't observe this in your own personal experience. But you can observe it if you find a room that has been locked with dead animals inside. And while animals are a little bit less good at stinking up the old place when they die, because they have fur and feathers and whatnot, they still, and also they may be a little bit smaller. They still will stink up the place, and they'll make everything look gross. So, yeah, they're plastic skeletons, but at least it's not a horror game. Which in another way of looking at it, I wish it was a horror game, because this is the death of the Jedi. These are the literal bones of the Jedi. I'm not really sure. Again, it's either way, it's totally fine. We don't need to ask ourselves too many questions. There we go. Makes me wonder what your day job is, says Ghostface. I'm just an archaeologist by trade who does web development. I found a dead dog in an abandoned bunker. It was mummified. Yeah, that's the other thing that happens. It doesn't decay. If it decays, and it can decay, depending on circumstances. If it decays, it becomes airborne. But it doesn't decay. Especially when there's rain, which in this case, there probably is rain. I had a mouse stink up my front room. I found it under my LNG heater. Was mushy and gross, yeah. Yeah, it's never skeletons. Also, that fox that was decomposing. And a human skeleton. Oh, you found that in the bunker. Yeah. So this doesn't have anything here.
Acknowledgement.
I'm so glad to have HK-47 with me for these mines. It used to be that I have to step on them and die. And also, there's a monster over there eating things. It is a deadly leg wreck. I can see it from far away. I couldn't see what it was, but I could see it from far away. I can see that it is a deadly leg wreck. It's a marginal increase in experience gain when you kill it. It didn't hit me, so I can't tell how much damage it would have done. There's another plastic skeleton over there. And it didn't seem very deadly to me, is all I'm saying. And there's another one down here. But then again, we need to be... We've finished one of the 5 planets already. So we're pretty powerful. It's only not natural. What do we have over here? A Mandalorian power shield. 2 of them, in fact. Which is really nice because I use them. Are these guys spawning? Or did they open... No, they opened that door. Who's this?
My Legrex! You've killed them! They're my pets!
Free money, those mines. I never use them. Yeah, I also never sell them, I think. This place as First Planet is rough. Oh, really? I was gonna... That's really good to hear. I mean, it's fortuitous to hear, Curly Bear. Because this was gonna be my first planet, and then I found the lightsaber part in the... I don't know the name of what the animals are, but in that cave, the crystal cave. And I was like, maybe we should go look for other planets and see if we can find a lightsaber. And then I went to Nar Shaddaa, where I did find all the lightsabers. This is added content. I don't remember her. Yeah, I also don't know. Are you the thief that Solru is complaining about?
I'm not a thief. People give to the Jedi in exchange for service.
The voice acting is awful.
Just giving.
She barely pronounced the word people. And also her recording she's clearly on one of the, you know, the microphones that you buy. Well, it's bad microphones. Who are you?
I'm KV, and this is my home. Now there's nothing to stop them from coming back. They're taking things that are Jedi and not theirs. That's wrong.
It's the enunciation. It's a bastard. The enunciation is really it's a huge problem. I have that problem. I've always had it. But it's something I focus on. But it's very obvious to tell. Well, sometimes it's a voice acting style when you don't want to enunciate, but you really need to enunciate. Like, you need to be conscious of all the words that you say, because you can, like, when you just make it, you know, talk a little bit like this, and make it mess up the words and mush them together. That works really well if you talk always to the same people, or just enunciate things, or mush the words together in a way that is familiar to the people around you. But when we're talking about video games and anything that you record things for the internet, like, it doesn't translate. There's a lot of... I've been... thank you, Curly Bear. Very kind to say it. Yeah, it's just something that, like, from very early, I was very aware of listening back to my videos and being like, I know what I'm saying, but I don't think other people are going to know what I'm saying. And even now, there's sometimes I'm like, yeah, I could have said that a little bit better. And I have the tendency to speed things up. I have the tendency to speak very fast, which I have been training to slow down a little bit more, you know. The way I do it is I think of the sentence in my head first, so that I don't feel the need to put everything out as I think of it. It's kind of counterintuitive. The reason why you'd think that people who speak very fast are people that, you know, already know what they're going to say and they just say it. But it is actually, I found that it is the opposite. If you know what you're going to say, you don't have any hurry to say what you think. If you're thinking of stuff as you're saying it, then it works in a sort of counterintuitive way, because you kind of want to say the things that you have in your head as fast as you can so that you can get on to the next thought. At least that's the way I work. And I don't know. It's kind of tricky, but enunciation is always a problem because it's something that you forget of. I think it's more of a context issue. Usually, like, the voice actors aren't treated as actors. I don't know. In this case, I think it's probably an amateur, because it's the restoration mod, so they probably got whoever could. And I don't know that I imagine they didn't pay anybody because, you know, the mod is free. So I imagine they didn't pay voice actors. And even people who want and are paid, even voice actors who are paid can mess up like this. Like, not necessarily in like big games, but you see this a lot, in especially indie games and stuff. And people get paid for their work there. It's just that it's very difficult. And like I say this every once in a while. The troubles that I go through as a Let's Player, as a streamer, are similar in many regards in terms of the technicality of recording and just the technicalities. Effectively, enunciation is just a technicality. But voice actors have another problem that I definitely don't have to deal with, which is the acting, which is more or less what you're saying. They're not regarded as actors. She's acting. She, right there, is acting. But she's not necessarily doing the best job in terms of the voice acting kind of thing. I sense you have a connection to the Force.
I am a Padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi.
She said, I am a Padawan, not I have a Padawan. She's a Padawan. Why be a Jedi? They're a lost cause.
What do you mean? I've always been trained to be a Jedi.
Again, she didn't say, I've always been training to be a Jedi. She said, I have always been trained to be a Jedi. It's like she's saying the right words, but in my head, I hear something different. And I have to look at the words again. Turn to the dark side. I'm trying to. The options are very limited. This is clearly written by somebody who hasn't done RPGs. Like, it's immediately obvious that the options are not like the normal Knights of the Old Republic 2 dialogue options. In the previous ones, this one is a little bit different. You can forge your own path. The Jedi are all dead. And I'm tired of this. You're too weak to be allowed to live. Yeah, I'm going to do the second one. Kino Ringen, welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm going to do that. The Jedi are all dead. Their ways were weak.
You sound like my other master. He's gone too. He said terrible things.
Where is your master?
All dead. All of them. Blown apart by the Sith. Tortured by the Sith. Just dead by the Sith. Only KV is left. Just me.
KV. Wait, is she supposed to is she talking about herself in the third person? Third person? I think she is. So she's not sounding quite as delusional, or not delusional. What's the word? Affected, I suppose, as she should be. She should be sounding like, all dead, all of them, blown apart by the Sith, tortured by the Sith. You know, like this, because then it would fit her talking about herself in the third person, because nobody talks about themselves in the third person. Unless you're talking like this, because if you talk like this, then yes, you can talk about yourself in the third person. These are difficult times. I was a Jedi once as well.
You were? I had no idea. You aren't anymore? Are there any Jedi left?
You know, this dialogue, I think I like it. It's weird. It's not written. I think it's not written in the same style as the, the options specifically are written in the same style as the rest of the game. But no, it's good. They did a good job. The Jedi are all dead. Their ways were weak.
You sound like my...
Yeah. How did the Padawan wind up here?
I was studying here when Darth Malak and the Sith came. I was outside
the you're black
when my master left me at the Mandalay estate.
Oh, yeah.
Shen protected me. But the Sith came asking questions. All the Mandalays died. But I hid. Even when the estate was burning, I hid. So I hide. I'm hiding until my master returns. You were?
I was a Jedi once, I say, in the previous line. There are Jedi around, they're just in hiding.
They are like me. I thought it was alone.
I don't know where this dialogue is
Are
going.
there any masters?
Yeah, someone named Vrook came here not too long ago.
I remember him. I sent my Legrex to get him to leave, but he just made my pets stop. I was going to talk to him, but the mercenaries came for him. They never come down here. I was surprised and hid. There was a big fight. They said they were going to take him someplace.
About stealing?
I know that was wrong. I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat.
I don't know what that line was.
Think of something else. Something that doesn't hurt anyone.
You can kill her, yeah, Curly Bear. Yeah, I can say that. I know that was wrong, I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat. You eat credits, how nice of you. I'll think of something else to eat, I suppose. Something that doesn't hurt anyone. I'm a Jedi and could use any artifacts you've found.
I found some things. I don't know how to use them. Here, you can have them. I had a holocron, but it said terrible things. I threw it far away.
What did it say?
It told me the Jedi were no more, that I needed to survive and do anything to protect my home.
Those sound like wise lessons, things a Padawan should learn.
The holocron was more forceful the longer I learned. It frightened me.
You could... What word was that she said? Threatened? No, frightened. Where's the Holocron now?
I threw it into the ruins. I went back to find it, but the Salvagers stole it. It was my only teacher.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'll try to find a master to teach me. There have to be some left. I'm not going to use the Force until I find one. So much has gone wrong. Should I feel bad that I feel better? But I still need to find a master. The lessons I learned, I think I need to unlearn them.
May the Force be with you.
And also with you. Thank you.
At least I didn't gain light points. But we got a crystal. And a lightsaber? What? I got a lightsaber out of that? I did! A green lightsaber. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're not gonna equip it right now, but in time. In time we will. So I think she's she's restored content. Maybe. I don't know. Locked.
Yes, Master.
Open this thing for me, please. A hyper-adrenal strength. It is a 1 strength, please. These computers don't do anything. Okay. So let's go talk to that other guy that I barely know. Totally restored content, yeah. Voice acting is horrible, yes. Are you sure that's cut content and not a fan fiction inserted into the game? Everything is fan fiction. It's like, the thing is, I think all the cut content was basically never made. So, like, that writing isn't by any of the original authors. It's just that people knew that there was supposed to be a character there, and so they made up a whole story for her. And yeah, if you're asking that specifically, then I think that is indeed the case for all the cut content. But I don't know, maybe it's the same as in the restoration project for Fallout 2. A lot of the cut content isn't originally in the game, or we don't have access to anything. It's all written by fans. Dialogue was apparently in the game files, but not voice acting for it. Oh, I see. Huh. It did not feel polished. Okay.
Is that you? I thought I heard something. Is it safe yet?
So I think this guy, Joran, we don't know his name. Apparently our character knows, but I believe he has something to do with the scavengers that we killed upstairs. The Legrex in this area are dead.
You must be fierce with a blaster, then. Give me a moment. I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just don't leave.
It is weird, isn't it? Because you just get it for free. Maybe you don't get that reward if you don't have a lightsaber yet.
Thanks for saving me. I thought those Legrex had me for sure.
Saving you. How quaint. You have something I want.
What are you talking about? I'm not giving you anything.
The people think you're already dead. They're right.
You're just as bad as Tapele.
Tapele has nothing on me. And I got some crystals. And that's it.
Ratio achieved.
Indeed.
Statement. Master, there are times when your actions make my behavior core glow.
Oh, HK-47, you're the sweetest. You know just what to say to a girl. Let's see what this guy had, actually, because I got things magically. A pure Kunda lens, which is a lens, and clothing. Just normal clothing. What do you mean, clothing? These are simple garments. Why would you get clothing from him? I mean, it's nice to get clothing, I suppose. But it really doesn't do anything. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I really hope that... What is this? Oh, I'm low battery. My cell phone is complaining. I really hope that they don't give you a lightsaber if you haven't made one, because basically that makes this mod very, very exploitable. It basically breaks the game. Breaks one of the major quests, which is making a lightsaber. Just, well, I don't need to make a lightsaber. I already have one. It seems we have company.
Perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get
I usually
salvage,
only do that after I'm done with each planet. It takes forever.
Making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless.
I'm afraid your death won't be.
So,
some of these lines, the retorts.
Threat? Is terror what I'm supposed to feel? We know a thing about Jedi and their ways. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
Shall we? Because I have master energy resistance. I have... Actually, I can't... Oh, no, I can. I have this thing over here that you're not gonna like. And I also have this over here. And you're also not gonna like it. Oh, look at all that! Oh my god, that was amazing. Yes. What a pompous fool. Ossu's Keeper robe. Okay. Well, I already have my own robe, but what is your robe, Ossu's Keeper? It is a Charisma +2, Intelligence +4, Wisdom +4. Actually, that's really nice. The Intelligence doesn't really matter. But the Charisma, oh, it sucks, because it's Defense bonus 1, and it cannot be upgraded. The Charisma is nice. Do you want this? No, I don't think you do. Yeah. The lower defense is a pain. And the intelligence doesn't really matter because it doesn't give you extra skill points, which is largely what you want intelligence for. But I think we did everything we had to do here. Paladin, welcome to the stream. Jump to say hi, going off to sleep. See you later. Have a good night, and have a good sleep. So I guess that's it for this area. Goodbye, Jedi Enclave. What about Under Armours? Oh, there's no such thing. I don't think that exists. Do these guys say anything?
Have you come to join the others and mock my misfortune?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you've added to my already considerable troubles.
Already considerable trouble, oh my god. Hey.
What? Who is that? Oh, it's you. You go down into the sub-levels yet? Or did you suddenly develop some sense?
No, Wait, did you not talk to the other guy in the ruins? I did. I just killed him. I'd like to talk to you about the Dead Salvagers. Oh, the Disciple. I forgot. It's a good point. Thank you.
It's a shame about them. Have any luck?
I completely forgot about that.
I figure there's about no chance you'll succeed, but the reward is still open.
I found their bodies.
You have? You managed to find them down there?
I can't believe I forgot about it.
I have 1,000 credits for their bodies and their personal effects.
Here you go.
You've proven very helpful. I have something I have to do. Come back if you want to talk again.
I don't think I want to do this. I forgot about the bodies, what they were. That's the one with the will. I also forgot about the Disciple. And I can't believe I did, honestly. Yeah, I'm not really sure who needs the bodies. Because the wheel thing and all that. Man, I really don't know what's going on with that. It's got to be somebody else somewhere that needs that body. I just saw the Disciple in that area. I was like, I'm not staying here for too long. What is that? Oh, it's over there. The governor of Dantooine in the main building. Thank you. Because hopefully I'll get the wheel. She didn't mention anything about the wheel. And I also didn't gain light side points with that, which is good. I wouldn't want to do that. Although I might end up having to. Look at all these cave-ins. I can't believe I forgot about this guy. Also, oh, yeah, I see. Takes forever to get over here. Who are you?
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic. Although I'm certain my contemporaries...
I do have. I forgot about that.
And scientist.
Historian and scientist working for the Republic, although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than a scientist. Historian is a scientist as well. What are you doing here?
Like you, I was looking for some trace of the Jedi. I had heard mention that one of the Jedi Masters had gone there, but I found no trace of them.
That's not the only reason.
The other reason was the ruins of the Jedi Enclave, and once I arrived, I felt it was necessary to stay, to protect what was left.
Left?
Much had been taken from the Enclave, both by raiders and others. I wished to preserve what I could.
What others?
Many artifacts were taken from the Enclave, but these thefts, They had to have been done by someone who knew the Enclave well. I suspect the Jedi themselves took the holocrons and records, but I do not know why.
You mentioned holocrons?
Someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. It is almost as if someone does not want their knowledge used to find the Jedi. The situation on Dantooine is echoed in other places in the galaxy. Raiders, smugglers, all seek to plunder what remains of the Jedi, and even the Sith. More so than the Jedi themselves, I fear the loss of their history.
Why is that?
Much has been forgotten in recent wars, and I fear that greater troubles shall stem from that loss of knowledge in the future. The destruction of the Academy on Ossus near the Kron Drift in the Sith War. The teachings of Master Ark.
That's what that robe is for.
The adventures of Jolee Bindo on the Rimward missions. All of these things are in danger of being lost forever. What else would you like to know?
Do you know what happened to the Jedi?
No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work, something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days.
Why do you think people hate the Jedi?
It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies.
Is he the Kreia in disguise right now? But the Jedi have protected the galaxy for centuries. They seek peace, often through sacrifice. Is me repeating the... It's actually not... This is not actually true, is it? At least not in the games. You know, that the Jedi seek peace through sacrifice. Do you hate the Jedi?
Hate? No. I do not hate them. They raise questions without
No,
answers.
I haven't.
Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see
Pirate
a
War, yeah,
higher
I
purpose
haven't.
in all things. And they are supposed to train students responsibly and well, so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have. But you know this.
What do you mean?
Many Jedi defied the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War.
Do you blame the Jedi who turned, or the Council?
There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings, or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing.
What is Star Wars Empire at War? Is that a strategy game? I don't know. Because I've heard of it, but yeah, I've never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Do you know who trained Revan?
Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training in order to learn how he might best leave the Order.
Yeah, I'm not really... I like StarCraft, but that's about it in terms of strategy games. I like real-time strategy games, I should say. I like turn-based more. But real-time... I like StarCraft because I'm used to it. That's the only reason. Revan and Malak would have received the same training as I did.
I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain?
Go on.
Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small part to his apprentice Malak, who turned on him. Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate.
I bet it is. I bet it is better. It's just I don't play RTS very much.
Arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart, but it was only for a time. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. I suspect it was out of revenge.
That's what happened in the first game. And it's the big twist of... Well, it's not big. It's not the only one big twist, but it's one of the big twists of the first game. I want to talk about something else.
What else would you like to know?
Would you play it if it was free? Nah. I'm fortunate enough to not have to choose games. Well, generally speaking, I don't have to choose games to play based on the price. But it's just I don't play RTS very often. Or the last what is the last RTS that I played? Apart from StarCraft 2. That I didn't finish. I meant to finish it, but I didn't. Probably, you were saying Spellforce. Probably Spellforce 2. But I also didn't finish it. I didn't particularly jive with it. It was just it's not really my kind of game. I like turn-based better, it's just a lot easier to understand and a lot easier to strategize. Why do you work for the Republic?
I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters.
Why Telos and Onderon?
The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the rim.
I've played Red Alert, and I've played a lot of RTSs, actually. The ones that jump to mind, Command and Conquer Generals, I played it, finished it, I think. Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't very good. But I played Command and Conquer Red Alert. I played Tiberium Sun. I played... I have both games, but I've specifically played Mech Commander 2, and I liked it. Never played any Age of Empires. Total Commander, and what's the word? Total Commander? No, it's not what it is. What the hell is that called? Total Annihilation? No. It is an RTS, but I never played it. What is it called? Absolute Commander, maybe? I've played Warcraft 3 a little. Didn't finish it. Oh! Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes is probably... I love Company of Heroes. Also, recently I've been playing a little bit of Still Division 2. Which is kind of... It's not traditional. It's not a traditional type of game. No, yeah, I never played any Age of Empires. I did play... I did play Crusader and Stronghold, as well as Stronghold 2. It sucked. Stronghold 2 sucks. I played it. Stronghold and Crusader, those are cool games. I never finished them because they're kind of difficult as well. I've also played Anno 1404, which is more... It's not really a strategy game, but it does have that aspect of it. And I've also played... I was just thinking about it because I just said the other games that I said before Anno. What were the games that I said before Anno? Command and Conquer. Yeah, I said it before. Command and Conquer, Red Alert, and Command and Conquer, Tiberian Sun. Man, I just thought of a game that I played that was similar to another one. And I forgot. What was it? What was I thinking of? Oh, I also played Dawn of War 2. I never played the first one. Dawn of War 2 isn't really a strategy game. It's more of a team-based, squad-based stuff. Kind of similar to Satellite Reign, which is really fun. I really liked Satellite Reign. But it isn't a strategy game. Yeah, I thought I was thinking of something. There's some games that I played. That's why I asked about EAW. I think it would be really fun to watch Colonel play it. I can't. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it would be. But yeah, I haven't played in. All the games that I've been mentioning are really super old. So, I mean, to be fair, strategy games have also been. There's not a whole lot of them recently. Yeah, but I just prefer tactical turn-based stuff. So it's a lot more up my alley. And Onderon?
Onderon, strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the Rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against Outer Rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come.
Why are the Jedi Order so important? Or rather, why is the Jedi Order so important?
The Jedi are a symbol. As much damage as their reputation took during the Sith War and the Jedi Civil War, there are still many who they serve as an example. Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change the face of a world, or a galaxy. I suppose I still believe that might be possible. Despite the betrayal of many of the Jedi against the Republic, I must concede that as figureheads, they do serve a vital role.
What a little bootlicker this guy is. Can I talk about something else?
What else would you like to know?
You look familiar to me.
I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know?
I'll be going now.
Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why?
Because I will kill them all. That's the answer. I wish X3 was less spreadsheet in spacious. Spreadsheet in spacious. Oh, a Homeworld. I've also played Homeworld. I think specifically the second one. I don't remember. It's been a long while. Yeah, there's some games every once in a while that I remember playing. Mods are really complicated to play because you spend so much time looking for mods and looking into mods. I already have trouble starting a new Let's Play because you spend so much time looking into the game and making sure it works. Ideally, it has everything I love in a video game, but the UI is too damn clunky. Because they need to answer for what they did to me.
What answers do you seek? It has been my experience
I didn't say
that Jedi rarely answer
hell.
such questions, or instead indulge in half-truths.
He says the same line no matter what I choose, I think. Because what answer do you seek? There was a line where I said, I seek answers. And I chose the one where I'm going to kill them. I'm looking for clues that will lead me to the Sith.
If the Sith are rising in the galaxy again, then it is strange the Jedi would not be there to meet them, and that we have not seen more evidence of the Sith.
Is it strange? Are you for real right now? Is it really strange that the Jedi didn't fight the Sith, considering that they freaking got annihilated And also that you didn't notice the Sith, considering the Sith are only attacking the Jedi. Do you not believe me?
No, I believe you. I merely find such subtleties among the Sith to be strange. They have been known to practice deception, but in the histories, since the time of the Dark Lords Khoon and Keldroma, and Revan and Malak, such subtleties have been rare. In any case, it seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me, I can apply my knowledge and skills.
He's a companion?
To find the answers you seek.
Wait, he's a companion? What a wet fart of a dude! My God, he's worse than Baldur. That's the alternative to the Handmaiden. Oh, is this female exclusive? Nice. The main Khajiit, welcome to the stream, by the way. So he's a super special one. He's super boring. Is the Handmaiden this boring as well? This was before you could be gay, apparently. Yeah, no, we can't have gays in video games, otherwise everybody freaks out. Actually, wait. Yeah, that's really obvious in the first KOTOR. Man, it's like really obvious. They treat me like I'm a 5-year-old or something. Are you gonna get a girl? You're gonna get a girl? Oh, you're a boy. You're gonna get a girl? And I'm like, shut up. And then in my Let's Play, I didn't get a girl. And then they oh my God, it's so cringe at the end. The Handmaiden's awesome. Yeah, I don't remember her. She looks cool, but you know, so does Baldur. The Handmaiden has her own problems. Yeah, I have no idea. Well, but it's a unique character. Yeah, but boobs. It's a unique character. So, that's that. We would welcome your company. And he looks like that actor, the actor that's an actor. Right? I have less than 3 characters. No. Don't worry about that. He looks like are sure. Yes, I'm sure. Oh, he's in the party. Oh, we're gonna level him up. Yeah, he's that actor. That's why there's a comment about the face. Is because he's blatantly modeled after that actor that I don't know the name of. Ah.
I am ready.
Are you ready though? What kind of terrible things do you... Oh, you have clothing. Oh no, he has clothing space. Do you have clothing space over here? Let me give you... Oh my God. Is all of your clothing space? Oh, clothing space. He does have clothing space. Oh my God. Oh, he looks so bad with that. Look at that big... Okay, well, whatever. Let's level him up. Let's see what he's all about. The actor that's an actor. Am I right? Care to be a bit more specific than an actor. Doesn't he look like... He looks like an actor. Like in Star Wars, there's an actor that does Star Wars. Right? Look at him all... With a... Oh, no, wait a minute. That's not Star Wars. That's the other one. Look at that. Luke Skywalker? No, let me look up their face, because it may be Luke Skywalker. But I'm thinking somebody else that I don't associate with Star Wars. Let's see. Luke Skywalker. Nah. There's so many actors that play Luke Skywalker. Yeah, that's not him. I don't think so. Maybe. It could be. Yeah, I can see that happening. He just smiles a little bit more than No, there's an actor. I'm never gonna know the name of the actor. He plays a bunch of movies that I never watched, basically. It's a blonde guy, really tall, very square jaws, and Mark Hamill. No, it isn't Mark Hamill. I mean, maybe he is modeled after Mark Hamill, but that's not the actor that I'm thinking of. Maybe it is. Maybe it is the one. But Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, Arnold Schwarzenegger was blonde. Oh, I don't remember him being blonde. Is it dirty blonde? Because I'm thinking of somebody who has actually white, silver blonde hair. I don't know. The Schwartz. No, that's the Schwarzenegger, yeah. Dolph Lundgren. Van Damme. Oh, Van Damme. I believe it's Van Damme. Yes. Let me see. I believe you're right. Van Damme. Although Dolph Lundgren, I don't know what that is. Van Damme. I'm sorry, am I mispronouncing Van Damme? Because I'm pronouncing it the way I pronounce it in Portuguese. Mel Gibson, definitely not. No, not Van Damme. No. Who's Dolph? Dolph Lundgren. Like I have it in the position that I most associate with the actor that I'm thinking of. No. Who's this guy? Doesn't he show up in He's scary. Oh my god. Does he play the Nazis? He plays the Nazis, doesn't he? He's got Chuck Norris, definitely not Chuck Norris. Mel Gibson is not blonde. Just you tell him that. I know I had to say a name to throw off. Yeah, Babadook. No, I don't know. It's a certain actor, and I don't know the movies or anything. So you're lost with me. You're lost. To throw me off, oh Ghostface, you can't throw me off with names. None of them work. I know nothing. I don't know. Chuck Norris, I think I know the face, but I might confuse him still. What type of movie? Just normal, run-of-the-mill thriller movie. Nothing specialized. Michael Douglas. Oh, that name sounds familiar. Maybe a household name. Michael Douglas. No. Who the heck is this guy? Nah, I don't know. How does that look like Michael Douglas? That doesn't look like Michael Douglas. Come on. Come on. It's a bad actor. It's not, I mean, I say it's a bad actor. It's not an actor that's known to be a... What? There's a word for it. There's a word for the actors that are known for their characters. Is it character actor? No. It's not method actor either. Kirk Russell. I doubt it's Kirk Russell. You're just throwing names at this point, considering what you said before. Kirk Russell. Nope. You're just throwing names out. That's not... Don't make me break out my steak. Star Wars is my religion, so someone who hasn't watched the only movies that matter. I'm out of blonde actors, to be honest. None of these ones were blonde. He just looks like one. Anyway, whatever. It's totally fine. So, he is a soldier, despite his name being Disciple. Oh, literally, his name is... Oh my god. We are gonna give him Treat Injury. He only has the one skill point. So, Treat Injury it is. Feats will be... Ooh, heavy armor, huh? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I will give him the Flurry. And we'll observe the attributes now. A lot of dexterity, unfortunately. Very, very unfortunate. So we're gonna make him into a tank. And... more Flurry. And more that. And Master 2 weapon fighting. No, actually, Master Toughness. Nope, that's not what I want. Thank you. He's gonna have a lot of levels, because that's just how it goes. But it's about the least interesting class to level up. He also has this thing down here. Oh, it's precise shot, right? DiCaprio, definitely not. It's like, it's one of the, you know, normal movies that nobody pays a lot of attention to kind of actors. Master 2 weapon fighting. Let's go with it. There's no shields in this game, so you need to make do with what we have. Improved conditioning. Oh yeah, I like that. And more attributes. For more constitution. And more treat injury. And master conditioning. Aaron Eckhart. You know what? That's not too bad. That's a name that... Aaron Eckhart. No, that's not him. He's also scary. But no, it's not him. He's also not blonde. He's just throwing names. Okay. Caution, no. Empathy, no. Gearhead, no. Ooh, what is this? Weapon proficiency. I must have weapon proficiency for melee weapons. How could I have not done that before? I am a goosey goof. That's, I don't, either way, it's all fine. We still have level ups, which is very surprising. Quit, says Eric. I am bad. Says I gave him the flurry. Finesse melee weapons. That's probably better for him. Maybe not. Because I'm going to take his dexterity away. Mobility. That adds movement speed. What's this? Empathy? No, I don't need empathy. Is it hard to move your picture-in-picture around? It is not, actually. I'll move your head to where the description box is. It's really irritating. I can see you're clicking. I know, but it's tricky to invert my face, and it I don't know. Yeah, I can just move the mouse up here and be more conscious about that. It's probably more important. The moving it to the right side is kind of tricky. Like in these particular situations, I probably should do that. Like I put myself over here. Ah, it's fine. I can move me where I want to, but then I'm looking elsewhere in the screen, and I could invert, but that is a little bit more difficult. But let's just put it over here for now, because otherwise I forget. Because I forget about all the things. John Travolta! I think we did it! I think we have a winner. John Travolta. I think so. He's not blonde. Dang it. Let me see if I... The way I remember faces is weird, okay? It is definitely John Travolta. It is definitely John Travolta. It's the expressions that I remember more than anything. Yeah, he's John Travolta. Owen Wilson. I think I know who that is. Owen Wilson. No. That's not Owen Wilson. Is not, but the shape of the face is a good match. Yeah. Hair dye doesn't exist in Star Wars. It's also a good point. Does it? I think we're gonna go with a powered attack then. And we still have more levels. And we still have more levels. Which means that we'll basically max out all the skills that I have any reason to want. Okay. HK47, you're just gonna hang out. Let's have him hang out. Let's give you a little bit of equipment, my dude. I did throw everything away mostly, but I do have some heavy weaponry over here that you might want. Look at that, minus dexterity. That's what I'm talking about, because the other ones that add dexterity. I don't need the dexterity considering this thing is taking away all my stuff. And then we have the Mandalorian power shield on one side, the Arcadian energy shield on the other. Oh, look at him having all the things. Strength and constitution. That's good. And more defense and constitution. That's pretty awesome. Force resist 14? On this Jol Shea belt? This belt is an improvement upon the... What the hell? That's like... That's not a... What does that mean, force resist? I don't... That's... Okay, let's go with the shield that was good. And we're gonna need to give you some decent weapons. Oh, this is pretty good, actually. This does a bunch of damage, and it has a decent chance to stun. Against, yeah, that's pretty good. He doesn't have an offhand, though. You can't use an offhand? Oh, is that a two-handed weapon? No. Once you start fighting Jedi boss battles. I see. It's gonna be useful, isn't it? Why don't I have a weapon that he can equip? I didn't give him finesse. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright. So, what do we have in here? 3 dead mercenaries lay here, accompanied by signs of combat. Each of the mercenaries bears evidence that they were killed by a lightsaber. Do you know anything about that? I imagine the evidence that they bear is the cauterized wounds that they have and all that. A data pad for Azkul's orders, 2 frag grenades, targeting visor, all good. This data pad contains orders from Azkul, the leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine. Quote, Vrook has wandered into the Enclave alone. You will take a full squad and capture the Jedi alive. Bring him to our nook in the Kinrath caves to await transport to Nar Shaddaa. He will fetch a nice bounty. Oh, I was there before in the Kinrath caves, but unfortunately, they weren't there. That's a machine. Weirdness. Weirdness indeed. This feels more like a Sith tomb than it does. A Jedi enclave, but sure, whatever. Okay, now we're done here. It's like the plasma torch, you can't dual wield with them. No, I think it is more than that.
I'm listening.
I think it's more than that because Okay, that's probably better, the Gideon beacon, even though that thing sucks. Because I tried as a Zabrak Vibroblade and I still can't equip anything. Oh, I know why. It's because I need 2 Zabrak Vibroblades. So it is time for us to have a lightsaber. And then you can have 2 Zabrak Vibroblades. The good one and the bad one. And now I have 2 lightsabers. Both of them really good. I know why. I only had one handable item is basically what that was. I love how the Jedi are being hunted all across the galaxy, but they still wear their Jedi clothes and use lightsabers. Basic disguise. Yeah. But the Sith can't, like, it's not like the Sith have it any easier, because they look like death. So, you know, at least I look like death. Some other races maybe are a little bit better. Switching equipment mid-planet. Who are you and what did you do with our streamer? I just meant for John Travolta over here to be a little bit more, better equipped for this. Speaking of which, is he gonna be a romance character? Because so far, the only romance I want to have is HK-47. That's the HK-47 knows how to talk to me. I don't want anybody else. I'm set. I'm done. He's so nice. He says the nicest things. HK-47 does. Have the volume too loud for what I usually have. So it's not you that I want to talk to, I don't think. It may be the other mercenaries. But I think we just need to go to the caves. I am afraid that I will have to do light side things, and I do not like that. You filthy robosexual. HK, tell me, Ghostface, that you wouldn't fall in love desperately with HK-47 as well, if he said nice things to you. Hey, gents. Dopak?
I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a long time since we've had a paying job. Some of us are getting jumpy.
What happened to your glasses? I don't trust you. Your glasses... What is going on? Did you... okay, whatever. Is it these guys?
Can I help you?
No. He can put some. You can bring them on a platter to the side if you want, or something like that. Also, they would be rusty. So, it's the rusty boobs. There's probably a song about that. I'm gonna break out of my rusty boobs. That's the only song that I know that has rusty in the title, or the song, or the lyric for that matter. Nah. There's probably a bunch of songs that have rusty in the lyrics. Where are we going? It's around here. The Kinrath Caves. Was it the Kinrath Caves? It was some caves. The Crystal Caves. That's the one I remember. This place isn't as nice in this game. In the first game, there's a bunch of manta rays flying in the sky. And some people really don't like the manta rays. I don't like the manta rays either. They're goofy. But they're pretty. And so if you can have goofy and pretty, or not have pretty and not have goofy, I think having pretty and goofy is better. Because goofy, you know, it can be nice. Wait, where are we? What is this? I want to go over there. Oh, I'm coming in from this side. It's fine. Proofy. Pre-oofy. It's not bad. It's compromise, is what I'm saying. It's a compromise. You can't have everything. Isn't it behind a tree in the corner? Yeah, I believe it is, but it's on the other side of the map. Oh, no, wait a minute. There's manta rays here as well. They didn't kill all the manta rays. These look a little bit bigger than the other ones. I don't know. Did they make the manta rays better and that's why there's fewer of them? And by better, I mean the rendered instead of being like in the background or something. Either way, we need to go to that cave over there. And this is where I do the editing. The editing, very good, very nice editing. And people believe, ooh, spooky things or whatnot. The Crystal Cave. It is not remarkable to find a pile of rubble in a cave. However, this rubble was not present the last time you were here. I wonder what you would have said if I had not been here. Because I believe it is possible to never been here. Then again, maybe atmospheric sensors. Oh! It's the atmospheric sensors for that guy that wants atmospheric sensors. Of course. Okay, it's very spooky in here. Gooty. Goofrey? Goofrey. No. 3. Goofrey is better than Gooty, but I don't think Goofrey is good. It sounds too much like a person's name. And you don't want to, don't want to use a person's name for certain adjectives. Unless you specifically want to, use the person's name. like, English doesn't do that a whole lot. No, it does, actually. I can tell you a word that is based off a person's name. Can't. You missed the rubble. Yeah, the rubble is empty. This is empty. Look at that. It's got empty in it. Unless I did miss the rubble. Also got over there, yeah. Yeah, look at that. It's empty. If you come here for the first time once the mercenaries are there, you'll see a mercenary bypass the kin rats with the gland things. Yeah, I did that the first time we were here. And this is the area that basically convinced me to not continue doing Dantooine as the first planet in the Let's Play, and I went to Nar Shaddaa instead. Oh, right, the speed thing. Oh man, I don't know where the speed thing is. It's I am scared of the interface in this game. Oh, look at that pretty... Oh. It's the kangaroos again! Not the kangaroos! Well, I guess we're gonna see what happens. Nah, let's just attack. I was gonna do the death field. They all died immediately. There goes the disciple. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying a lot. Journal entry added. What is the journal? The journal entry. The fact that I died. You have killed the Kinrath matriarch. This will hamper the Kinrath's ability to procreate, which should make the Kunda plains much safer in the future. Tell Zeron, the militia leader, about this to receive a reward. Oh, it's so good that we came here before. I think it is good. Maybe it isn't. That we came here before talking to the leader of the militia leader. And we have a damn it crystal. No need to swear. You have a powerful PC. Loading times are so fast. Nah, it's just normal. I do have a powerful PC, but it's just normal modern computers. It's the load times will always be fast. These are save times though. The load times are roughly the same, yeah. But any new computer is gonna have the same speed, more or less. Well, you'll notice some differences here and there, but it's just... Back in the day, it was slow. I basically have a new computer, new top-of-the-line computer, actually, from... I didn't buy it as... No, well, I didn't buy the graphics card as top-of-the-line, but I did buy the CPU as top-of-the-line from 2 years ago? Yeah, I think so. So, yeah. The graphics card was also sort of top of the line from 2 years ago, but it was top of the line 3 years ago. I bought it 2 years ago. Master Vrook is enclosed in a force field, a prisoner of these mercenaries. He regards you without expression. Of course he does, because he's about to get killed. And also, he has expression.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
The Jedi belongs in his cage. Actually, I wanted to say the Jedi belongs to me or something. Going in a fight with low health. Brave of you. It's fine. I can steal their health. It's totally okay. You're gonna see. It's totally fine. I also didn't expect to have a fight here. And besides, I'm healing. Right now, I am healing. Because the game doesn't pause when we're in dialogue. Which it should. It definitely should. But it doesn't. So, we're good. Where are you holding Master Vrook prisoner? So, are the mercenaries kidnapping now? Yeah, let's say the last one. The Jedi belongs in his cage.
I know that you settlers have a score to settle with Jedi. Trust me, this one's gonna suffer.
And a bunch of options again. They're taking him to Nar Shaddaa. Vrook betrayed me. I want him to suffer.
Trust me, Jedi have a very bad fate waiting for them on Nar Shaddaa. Anything he's done to you, he'll more than pay for.
I'm afraid imprisonment isn't good enough. He must die.
I can understand how you feel, but he's worth a lot less to us if he's dead. So we're not gonna kill him. And we're definitely not gonna let you kill him.
Oh, there's nothing. These people are so cute saying, let you. The word let you has so much meaning behind it. So much. It's very complex. It's a very complex word. You can't let anybody do anything if it isn't your willing choice. So she's not gonna let me do anything, and I'm gonna do it all because it's not her willing choice. I'm gonna kill her. And look at that. It's the first option. Right there. You have no choice in the matter. You're all dead. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. You have no choice in this matter. You're all dead.
I warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men.
Men. Oh, look at that. I have maximum health. I also have level ups, which means good things will happen. Can I save? I can. Look at that. So this is going to be totally okay. I am going to cast Master Energy Resistance. Dark side has been gained, which is okay. Not something that I was particularly interested in. Oh, that's just the thing. Okay, and then you shoot her, and then you go on in. I know what you're doing. You're doing things that I didn't tell you to do. Okay, I want you to fight in here. I mean, it's good that she came over here, because then I can attack everybody.
You've just confirmed everything I thought about you. You are a stain to the reputation of the Jedi Order. I may have been caged, but I was never helpless.
So many lightsabers.
Exile.
Are you using an NVMe drive? I am for the boot. For the boot sector of the boot thing. What? How do I put it? Yeah, as a boot drive. That's the word. For Windows is installed on an NVMe drive, and the games are as well. But I also have normal SSDs that are SATA for other stuff, and I'm using for videos, for storing videos, I'm using a RAID 1, I believe, 3 terabyte each. There's 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte each normal hard drives. I'm still using an SSHD. Yeah, they can be fast if they're good, but usually they're not good. There's a lot of SSHDs that are bad, but they can be very, very good. SSHDs can be pretty decent, depending on what you do, mind you. Because if you transfer a lot of data, they can mess up and become slow. HHDs are just... Harry, why do you say that? HHDs are unreliable. That's my biggest problem, honestly, with HHDs is, well, the speed for sure. But I guess at the end of the day, really, if you get a RAID 0, the speeds are comparable the speeds per gigabyte or per terabyte, whatever. But the reliability was where it's at, really, for me. I wonder the load times are so fast. Yeah, that helps. Hard drives for cheap mass storage. Yeah. That's why I have the 2 drives that I have, but I don't use them for mass storage because I delete the videos. I don't save all my videos, basically. Because if I had to save... I don't have the money for that. There's no reason for me to. I wish I did. I wish I could, but yeah. Look at that. Wait, my words were merely a ploy to deceive the mercenaries and free you. Ah, lovely. Before I kill you, you have information I require.
I don't know why you think I'd tell you anything.
I don't know either. Where are all the Jedi?
Do you think I would tell you if I knew? There are enough of us left to stop you, and now that you have finally chosen to reveal yourself, you shall answer for what you have done.
Are you so eager to end this? I still have questions.
You're wasting your time. Anything I tell you will die with you.
Why are the Jedi in hiding?
We were not in hiding, despite what you believe. It is you and all those allied with you that hide and must be found.
It's not about... Yeah, Harry. I personally have had issues with hard drives. But, you know, I think those can be forgiven, honestly. Like, it's not really... I never had issues either, even though I have had hard drives fail on me, and I have lost data with hard drives. I've never had issues because I've treated them as perishable. The problem is that hard drives will fail unexpectedly, a lot more than solid-state data will fail unexpectedly. Because solid-state data will fail... Either it will fail from factory, and you know, like I have an SSD that failed from factory, and I wasn't knowledgeable enough to understand what was happening, and I used it for a little bit and I lost data because of it. But basically, it came from the factory bad, and I only really figured it out 2 years after, so no warranty. But basically, SSDs don't fail like hard drives fail. Hard drives will last forever, as long as the disks don't screw up and the platters and all that don't screw up. If they screw up, they will die on you immediately. Like, there's no warning. For SSDs, it's only about, well, it's not only, but for the vast majority is just basically paying attention to how much they've been used up, because they have an expected lifetime. And, yeah, they're a lot more reliable like that. My Windows partition is on an 8-year-old 250... 8 years, that's good enough. I had... I don't actually know where it is. It's still working. My first computer had a 320 gigabyte... hard drive. My first computer had... No, was it my first computer? No, it wasn't. My first computer had an 80 gigabyte hard drive. I bought yeah, it was about 80 years. I had an 8-year-old 320 gigabyte hard drive. That's true. Kill the smelly old fart. I will. If you're a bit tech savvy and have the tools, you can repair broken hard drives. No, you can't. It's not a big tech savvy. You need freaking laboratory. You need a clean room for one, which is super expensive, and the tools are. I'm not sure. Have you seen videos about like people restoring data from really old hard drives? I bet you can. I bet it's a lot more easily done than newer hard drives. Especially newer hard drives that basically are filled with helium and a bunch of other stuff that are... once they're open, they're broken forever. I have an MFM drive from 1982. MFM. 40 megabytes. Do I know what an MFM drive is? Magnetic. Is it? Ferromagnetic. It's something ferromagnetic, isn't it? Is it a, Is it a, the bends, the tapes, is it a big tape? I don't know what MFM stands for. Magnetic ferrous metal. Nah. Is it? I don't know. Maybe it is. Because ferrous metal sounds weird. Because, you know, if it's ferrous, it is metal. Because ferrous means iron. Is it? Well, it's the adjective related to iron. Yeah, if you look it up, I think it is something ferromagnetic. Or it's ferromagnetic. Something ferrous. I don't know. I'm talking all the hard drives before 2000. Some defragment from the U.S. Army still uses floppy. Some departments they do, yeah. You know, but and I think that's absolutely. I think that's. I mean, it's very important to know why that happens. For one, because any system that you create, any work system that you create, whether it's a factory, whether it's your department of security, whether it's your console at home, it's only as reliable as you understand it. So, like, it can be as simple as a switch on the wall. And a switch on the wall isn't a freaking phone with an app and connecting to your router. But if all you need is a switch on the wall, then you need to make it something that you know is reliable. But you can make a switch on the wall work through your phone and through your router and going through the internet and connecting, doing the same exact thing in a different way. You can do it. So updating something for the sake of updating it is not necessary. Never necessary. Unless it's, especially if you don't know how it works. And for a lot of people, the switch from analogic stuff, even simple things like a CD drive, and a CD drive is already pretty complex, but like the switch from analogic stuff or from more direct technology that existed as a general thing back in the 80s and 90s to the technology that we have today, for a lot of people, that switch is terrifying because they don't know how it works. And yeah, that basically means that things aren't reliable. Like, you can't expect. There's some stuff that you just can't expect to work properly because it's not designed to be like that, like working properly. If it's like, just think of your router connection. Just think of your internet connection. Like we all know how it is when the router decides, no, you're not gonna have internet for 10 seconds now, and it does that every once in a while, or for a lot of people it does. And it's just something that you live with. But it's completely unacceptable if in certain scenarios. You can't do it you can't, because it's something that's reliable, because routers will need to be rebooted every once in a while. And it's just, you need to work with the stuff that accomplishes the objectives, and not necessarily more just for the sake of it. I also have a Sanyo model on my 286 that's along with my hard drive. 286. Do I know what that is? I don't know what a 286 is. Yeah, but the best thing for storage is always redundancy. That's basically, even old storage is always the same thing. It's redundancy. You need to have redundancy. And when you think about storage like that, or as something like that, as something that you have redundant storage, then the most reliable storage isn't necessarily the storage that is going to fail you the most, or the least, rather, but rather the storage that you're going to be able to replace the best. So, imagine you have 100 terabytes of data stored within hard drives. 100 terabytes is a lot of data, right? And you have it all within hard drives. But if hard drives are hard to replace, and they're also slow, it means that if there's a failure, not only does it take a long time for that 100 terabytes of data to get into new storage, but also it may be harder for you to replace the hard drives because it's harder. Maybe I'm just hypothesizing. I'm just like we were talking about hard drives with you. I was looking at your example of the big floppy disks. It's very hard to come across them these days. So storage isn't about something that necessarily is reliable, which is sort of paradoxical when we think about it. But because it's not just about, oh, I hope it doesn't die, it's rather I'm prepared for it to die and I will do stuff about it when it dies. It's the redundancy. And so because of that, the storage is always about how easy it is to, put it in a new place and have a redundant backups. Tape drives go with tape. Yeah, but even tape drives, like you have to, even tape, you have to have redundant copies. You can't just store it there and be done with it. Especially because magnetic storms can affect their reliability. I mean, you can just put them inside of the things that the Faraday cages or whatever. What are they installed inside to make sure that the magnetic things don't go away? CDs and Blu-rays are not collectibles. The most sought after are HD VHS. Oh, HD VHS. I've heard of this. It's a special type of VHS that was used only by TV companies. Yeah, I've heard of this. What was I telling about this guy? What happened to the Jedi?
The Sith strike at us from the shadows, never facing us in open combat. They seek the extermination of the Jedi Order.
Yeah, that's EMF. That's not the same thing. That's right.
Targeting us through the Force. And where we gather, they can sense it. But now by dividing our forces, we have made you come to us so we can deal with you. I had suspected a Sith presence on Dantooine, but the destruction the Sith caused here made detecting Force users difficult, as you knew. The deaths of so many echo so much so that it is difficult to center oneself. But it also served to mask my presence, to prevent me from being an easy target. And forcing the Sith, forcing you, to come to me.
Why did you cast me out of the Jedi Order?
Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war, and from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco. You see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it as not.
It's kind of interesting. This character is clearly written as he's the unrepenting Jedi Order person that will not accept blame for the Jedi for the two wars. Rightly or wrong, I don't think I'm in a position here as a player to be very aware of exactly what happened. I don't think we're supposed to be very aware of exactly what happened if the wars happened because of the Jedi. I think the game is deliberately written for us to just make a choice depending on what we want to be, rather than making a choice based on what we actually believe. Why did you cut me off from the Force?
We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but it will not change the truth. Cutting one off from the Force.
You did reflect.
Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you. Your loss was a casualty of war, no more.
Then what happened to me? I'm gonna ask that, I think.
Perhaps that is a question you should ask yourself. It is not something I can help you with, even if I wanted to.
But I have reestablished my connection to the Force.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel any power in you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others...
I'm sorry.
...has caused the Force...
It's the lightsaber.
...within you again.
At the end of my trial, you and the other master said something had happened to me. What was it?
You've seen the end of your trial? Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge?
I heard it in a holo transcription of my trial.
That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences.
Does it really matter if you tell me? Only one of us will be leaving here alive.
Fine. There's little
Yes.
I can tell you. Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations will not help you now, but enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it.
Do you know anything of force bonds and how to end them?
Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you are bonded with another?
Yes, and the connection is lethal.
Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. You are deluded to think it would be lethal. Still, your ability to form such connections to influence others was always a subject of discussion, even when you were a student here.
I wonder if it is
a
true.
Punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together. Such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a bond would be impossible.
But yeah. I want to talk about something else.
I don't know why you think I'd tell you anything.
Yeah, I don't want to change too much because I have the what is it called? TSLRCM, and I don't know how different mods will interact with each other. So I don't want to be like playing the game and then halfway through find out that, well, guess it's broken, can't work anymore. Yeah, modding is always a danger because there's a risk that you can't finish the game, and I must minimize that risk at all costs. Never mind, prepare to die. Okay, well, so it's gonna be really easy because I just do Force Storm in your face, and I do that thing over here, and there you go. Do that as well. I'm gonna save. Oh, so many people talking at the same time. Don't do that. Do this. It's gonna be all right, I think. Yes.
You become strong again, but I know not how. This isn't over, Exile.
This is greatly bothersome. What? Okay. He died so fast. Construction kit. Yes. These are remains of the people that I killed. Datapad mercenary orders. This datapad contains orders from Azkul to senior mercenary officers. The mercenaries have recently made a secret alliance with the Exchange and are planning an imminent attack on Kunda, with Administrator Adar dead when the Exchange would be able to use Dantooine for their illicit activities, completely undetected by the Republic. All preparations for the mercenary attack have been made, and they could attack Kunda at any moment. Which means they are doing that right now. This is mostly irregular. Sorry. This is most irregular. Got some components out here. Things that apparently I didn't get when I was here for the first time. And I did see that. But the master wasn't here. Anyway, let's level our companions up. And you are getting security skills. Very nice. And that's it. That's the only level up. And John Travolta over here is getting his treat injury. And that's it as well. Man, very straightforward level ups. Okay. Usually texture mods shouldn't break anything, and then you get Mass Effect, where a texture mod is very finicky. Yeah. I was glad that my mod that I installed didn't break everything. The mod that makes it so that AMD CPUs don't have fuzzy, awful things. But that was the only mod I installed for Mass Effect. Anyway, that's going to be that for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in 3 days. 3 days time. 4 hours before now is when I start. And thank you so much for joining me. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. Bye-bye.